There's a difference between a reaction and a review,
Hey, yo, Eeze.
in my estimation. I think a reaction is like when you hear something and you speak about it. It's very spontaneous, right? Very surface level, not much there. A review should be comprehensive. Like you should know some background knowledge, samples that were used, maybe a couple of lines verbatim, a direction of the album. We're in a place where reactions are being put forth as reviews. But how are you coming up with this in 2 or 3 days when you didn't have an advance copy or you weren't even privy to a bootleg prior to the official release? We're in a place where everybody needs to be the first to upload something. So it takes away the integrity of the game. And I get it, this is the world we live in. But at the same time, it takes away from many different experiences. Someone who's reading these articles, first of all, let me state this. If you're reading articles, it's just information. You take what you like, which you should always go out and advocate for yourself or listen for yourself, right? That's anything in life, you know. Don't just take someone else's word and run with it. That's just some information that's being given to you. Then you do your own research. That's how you stumble upon new things, and you'll be surprised what you like. But a lot of these publications or online websites or just any media in general can be anti-evolution, and that doesn't make them horrible people, because at the end of the day, it's just their opinion. But we like what we like, and a lot of times when you don't tap into exactly what that journalist may like, they may not be open-minded, and they'll take away points for that, because everyone has their own biases. And if they say they don't, they're not being sincere, nor are they being honest, and it's disingenuous, because we're humans. That's just the way we're shaped and formed, right? But we also have to be transparent and keep it a buck with the masses to some degree. Another thing that I'm noticing is that individuals will take one thing that they don't like from a project, make that the focal point, and somehow try to turn it into why the project isn't good.
Yo, the beat was dope.
This is why.
Listen to them words.
This is why scissor blocks, yo.
Word.
Could I write them rhymes?
this part
My
right
daughter could write them rhymes.
Oh,
Fuck
No,
is you
your
talking
daughter
about, nigga?
cannot write these.
Y'all
lines.
niggas is sitting up here pandering. That shit was trash.
I don't think that at all.
See, that's what I keep
In
trying to tell
second
y'all.
grade, I rolled down the sliding board. Yo, stop. Yo, y'all niggas, when y'all a fan of somebody, y'all won't be objective.
That was hot.
I came in here. Yeah, he's not like a hip hop guy, really.
No, that's not true.
He hates Nas.
I don't hate Nas. Stop saying I hate Nas.
Well,
if Nas puts out a product that I like, I'm going to say it's
the
fire.
rhyme pattern that you're mimicking is a flow.
Here we go.
But he's right, though.
Here we go. Write
That's
the word.
why he's
About the
rhyming
flow,
this
about the
way.
flow.
Write the
Ish.
words down on that board.
Ish.
And those
Listen
words
to-
are not
listen
good
to what-
words.
This is a flow that he's
I know.
doing
Yep.
here. Y'all do. Of course, y'all know Nas can rhyme more words than this. So if he's doing this, he's doing it on purpose. It's not for me to explain.
You're not gonna like everything. That's just the way things go. That's just the way it is. That's just what it is. You're not gonna like everything. And if you do, whatever project or whatever piece of clothing or sneakers or a book, whatever it is, it's phenomenal. It's otherworldly if you like everything about it. You know what I'm saying? Even though we've changed the pace in which we do things in society, you still need to have some core ethics. You know what I mean? But I want to read this quote from Hip Hop DX related to Nas's Magic 3. And it kind of speaks on exactly what I was saying with regards to anti-evolution. Nas should know his audience enough that they want to hear him bring up rap justice and rap the same way as he was on the block. Not these half-baked bars about the bleak future of the music industry. I'll let you decide that. Recently, I did a poll asking you where did Hit Boy rank all time as a hip-hop producer, and many of you, overwhelmingly, I think the highest number of votes came for the option of top 10. And that's cool. Whatever you like is what you like, right? But that's not what I really want to discuss. I want to speak about some of the moving of the goalposts we like to do quite often. Because after all, as I stated before, we like what we like. But the fact of the matter is, no matter what it is, longevity, because we like to throw that word around a lot, he doesn't have longevity. Longevity is not when you are introduced to something. That's not the way it works. When that person starts a project or their entry point or whatever it is, that's the genesis. The genesis is not when you find out about them. That's what research is about. Sometimes you find out about an artist 3 or 4 albums in, and then you work your way backwards. But it did not start, or the longevity or tenure did not start when you press play on the album that you were introduced to. And that's what we're doing with Hit Boy. We're taking away the fact that we're going to be speaking about Ninjas in Paris. What's that, about 2012? It's now 2023. Him and nɑːz started working together like maybe 3 years ago. That's almost a 10-year window between those experiences, working with Jay and Ye and working with nɑːz. And a host of other different artists too. So we can't speak about longevity if we're not going to be honest about it. Secondly, he doesn't have a sound. That's not true, because we can speak about Ninjas in Paris as well, right? And that's just an example I'm going to use because people know exactly what that song is. When that came out, think about how many people transitioned to that. Even something as simple as the constant claps within the pattern. You know what I mean? On top of that, a lot of the producers that we love, including myself, they have a sound. But unfortunately, they can't do anything else but that sound. So how can we penalize Hit Boy for being a chameleon and being able to adapt? Would you much rather be versatile or be known for one thing? We move the goalposts. Now, if you don't want him to be in your top 10 or top 20, that's cool. That's your opinion. We'll never hold that against you. But at least allow your criteria and your reasons why. Allow them to be valid. Because otherwise, it's like it comes across you just don't like, or he just doesn't fit the mold of your era. And that's not what music is about. Music should not be some type of exclusive place. You know what I mean? It should be all inclusive. Everybody should have an opportunity. And if your work speaks volumes, why not? That's just my take on it, man. Because Hit Boy is in a very strange place to where we have people now stating that he lived off of nÄÄZ's fame. But then prior, around KD1, with that success, we had some people stating that he made nÄÄZ hot again. Honestly, from my perspective, I think they both needed each other. But whatever it is, it worked. It worked. And don't hold that against him. nÄÄZ is nÄÄZ. And Hit Boy is Hit Boy. And whether you like his work or not, does not take away from the fact that he's put the work in and he's been extremely successful at what he does at a young age. And he still has room to grow. So that's all I'm going to state regarding that, man. I appreciate y'all, participating and even voting on the poll. And everybody in the comment section, shout out to y'all, man. It's your man Eeze at TheEezeExperience. Go get yours. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Eeze.